Hey, Anja here for mynexttablet.com today with an unboxing of the Samsung Galaxy Tab A 10.5. Here I've got the Samsung Galaxy Tab A 10.5 in front of me. It is a new 10.5-inch Android tablet that was announced together with the Galaxy Tab S4. This is the lower end, mid-range version of the Galaxy Tab S4 basically. And in this video we want to unbox it. It's a quite interesting tablet because it has quite a lot of features and it also has two very interesting competitors. But let's get inside the box first. We've got a quick start guide, a warranty card and a quick start guide in German. And then we've got a microSD card eject tool here, or SIM eject tool depending on the version that you have. I've got the Wi-Fi version. Then here we've got a USB Type-C, two standard USB cable here, so nothing special, but at least it's USB Type-C. And then we've got a standard charger here. It's adaptive fast charging, so the tablet apparently supports fast charging. Alright, then let's get to the tablet immediately, and I will free it from this plastic thing here. By the way, I paid 329 euros. So it should cost similar in US dollars and everywhere else in the world. I'm pretty sure that you will be able to get this all over Europe, all over America, all over Asia and the Middle East, I'm sure as well. So in pretty much all countries that Samsung is selling to, this will probably be available there in the future, if not already. Alright, this is a 10.5-inch tablet. So 10.5-inch display, and let's go around it a bit. We've got a 5-megapixel front-facing camera, no infrared camera or iris scanner like we get on the Galaxy Tab S4. That one has an iris scanner that is not built into here. And on the bottom, with the previous version, which is the Samsung Galaxy Tab A 10.1. I reviewed that already if you want to check it on this channel. But basically all previous Samsung tablets had 3 buttons. Physical buttons on the bottom. They are gone now. Like with the Galaxy Tab S4, they are gone. Which also means that there's no fingerprint reader in the not apparent home button. So no fingerprint reader here. On the back, we've got an 8-megapixel camera and an LED flashlight and the Samsung logo. On the top here, we've got 2 speakers and a 3.5mm headphone jack. On this side, we've got a pin connector, and that's probably for an optional keyboard cover or keyboard dock, although I haven't seen any announcements, but there must be one in the making. Then we've got 2 other speakers on the bottom here, so 4 speakers in total, and a USB Type-C port. And on this side we've got the microSD card slot, and I'm sure with the LTE version there's the SIM card slot as well. Then we've got a power button, volume rocker, and that's pretty much it. This is a plastic body, a full plastic body. The Galaxy Tab S4 has a metal frame and a glass back, but this is just plastic. However, it does not feel bad at all. It feels relatively nice. It's a bit of a kind of rubbery plastic, so it's not bad at all. It doesn't feel cheap. However, at about the same price, and in some countries at least a little bit less, you can get the Huawei MediaPad M5 Lite 10, which has a full metal body and very similar, almost identical hardware, very similar hardware at least, 4 speakers as well, full HD display as well. And another competitor is the Lenovo Tab P10, which I haven't seen before, but that one has very similar specs as well. So those 3 tablets are competing this year. Anyway, let's turn it on and check out the software and the performance a bit. Alright, I am back. I connected the Samsung Galaxy Tab A 10.5 to my Wi-Fi and Google account, and I already installed benchmarks. And now we want to take a closer look at a couple of other features, starting with the camera, because when I set it up, they gave me the option to use face recognition. So there's no iris scanner built in, however you can use the camera apparently for facial recognition. And let's try it here. And it works. Obviously I haven't tried it a lot yet because I just unboxed it. However, it does not seem to be as fast as the iris scanner in the Samsung Galaxy Tab S4. But at least we've got facial recognition here, So yeah, it's not that bad that we don't get a fingerprint scanner, although I really like fingerprint scanners. Alright, let's take a look at the display. This is a 10.5-inch screen with an aspect ratio of 16:10 and a Full HD resolution of 1920 by 1200. And I always think that a Full HD resolution on 10 inches is high enough. If you're holding it normally in front of you, then everything looks nice and sharp. But obviously if you look very close, then you can see a bit of pixels and maybe something that's not super sharp because, well, a smartphone has a way higher pixel density. But yeah, again, if you hold it normally, I think Full HD on 10 inches is fine. And by the way, viewing angles seem to be pretty good as well. Same goes for brightness. I have not set it to maximum yet. And your colors look nice too, so it seems to be a pretty nice display. And by the way, it is laminated, which was not the case with the previous version. And then let's take a look inside the tablet itself, meaning the hardware. Inside runs a Qualcomm Snapdragon 450, and that's an octa-core chip with 8 cores that are clocked at up to 1.8 gigahertz. And you can see here already I ran Geekbench 4, and in the single core test it gets 750 points, and in the multi-core test 3800 points. And with that, in the single core test it's a bit weaker than the Huawei MediaPad M5 Lite 10, which, as I said, is a direct competitor. However, it's a bit faster in the multi-core test. And in Antutu, it gets 69,000 points, over 69,000 points, which is a bit lower than the Huawei MediaPad M5 Lite 10 again. However, I was installing updates and so on, so in my final review, maybe it will be just a bit better. I have to run it again. However, there won't be huge differences, so maximum 10%, but it will be roughly like this. So overall, especially with Antutu, the MediaPad M5 Lite 10 will be a bit faster. We also have 3 GB of RAM inside and a 32 GB internal storage. And I took a screenshot before I installed any updates. And out of those 32 GB are 10.1 GB free to use, with whatever you want to do. And that's it. Considering games, players on Battlegrounds Mobile should run smoothly on here at lower settings and maybe even at like medium settings if you set it to balanced. That should run fine on here. I will try it for my final review though. And now we want to take a closer look at the software, and that is one highlight of this tablet. It is running Android 8.1.0 Oreo, which is nice as well. But what's even nicer is that in the past, Samsung has been quite good with updates. Much better than Huawei and Lenovo. Both of them are kind of terrible with updates, even for the bit higher end tablets. But Samsung has been pretty good. The Galaxy Tab A series usually gets at least 1, if not even 2 major version updates. That's based on the past. I can't promise anything because I don't know what Samsung is doing with this tablet, but based on the past, it will get 1 to 2 major version updates, which sadly is usually not the case with Huawei or Lenovo. And if they release 1, then 1 and not 2. And on top of Android here runs the Samsung Experience UI. It is very similar to the Samsung Galaxy Tab S4. It's heavily customized, however, it looks modern and it does not look overloaded. At least that's my taste. It does not look overloaded. There's some things that are a bit annoying, like Bixby Home. I don't think many people need it. You can just use the Google Assistant or something. And a lot of things look a bit different, like the settings are heavily customized. And you've got energy saving modes, 2 of them. You can set it to medium and maximum. You can even change the layout of the 3 Android buttons here. But overall, I don't think it's too bad. Obviously, there are quite some apps pre-installed, like the Microsoft apps. They are free anyway. Same goes for the Google apps, obviously. They are free on Android. And then Samsung has a couple of their own, like an email app and browser even, and a kids mode. So it might be interesting for some. By the way, there's the Samsung Notes app, and that one should work just like the Galaxy Note and Galaxy Tab S4. However, I did try the Samsung S Pen on here and it does not work. Yeah, I'm always get asked recently if a pen works on a tablet. On this one, the the S Note pen does not work on the Galaxy Tab A 10.5. And just to confirm it, the Surface Pen doesn't work and the Huawei M Pen Lite does not work either. So no stylus, at least no active pen for this tablet. Another thing I want to show you is Netflix, because I've gotten used to trying this on pretty much every tablet. First of all, you can obviously install Netflix from the Play Store. However, it seems like you're not able to play it in full HD. It only plays it at 960 by 540. So to play Netflix in HD, the tablet has to support certain DRM standards, and it seems like that is not the case right now. Huawei had the same problem with their MediaPad M5 series, but they fixed it with a software update, so Samsung should be able to do the same. But out of the box, it does not seem to support full HD Netflix. Now, it doesn't mean that it looks bad, because if you hold it further away, then you won't see that huge of a difference anyways. But still, that's just something to note. If that will change, I will certainly mention it in my final review. But out of the box, it really does not seem to support a full HD resolution on Netflix. By the way, if you want to test that with your tablet, you can just open the Netflix app and search for test patterns, and then there are certain test patterns you can try out if you like. And then you see the data like the resolution and so on. And yeah, what else? Not much else to say. I quite like it so far. I really like the software. Personally, I prefer to the Emotion UI from Huawei, but that's probably just personal preference. It just seems a bit more modern. Anyway, no matter when you're watching this, you should always go to mynexttablet.com and go to the best section, and there you see my current recommendations. It's updated once I release a review, and yeah, there you can always see which tablets I'm currently recommending, no matter when you're watching this. For example, the best Android tablets, or the best tablets with a stylus, best tablets with a keyboard, and so on. I'm always listing different price classes from very cheap to very expensive. And yeah, I'm sure this one will be in there at some point. The previous version seemed to be quite popular, especially in Germany, and I'm sure elsewhere in the world too. And I'm sure Samsung is going to sell this for probably even 2 years. Usually the Galaxy Tab A series gets sold for quite a while and then get cheaper over time, obviously. So far it seems to be quite nice. I like that we have 4 speakers, full HD screen. The build quality is fine. It's plastic mostly, but it's fine. And yeah, we get nice software and hopefully updates. So first impressions are pretty good. However, as I said, there's a lot of competition, like the Huawei MediaPad M5 Lite 10 and the Lenovo Tab P10, which nobody has seen in person yet, but should soon. If you have any questions, write me down below. And if I should try out something in particular for my final review, write it down below too. Maybe try a certain game or something. And yeah, I'm NJ from mynexttablet.com. Thanks for watching.